Little Nicky, little Nicky, little Nicky, little Nicky. Does anyone ever notice that no, could just say no, other belief is ever attacked? It's always Christianity. It's because there's absolutely something about the name of Jesus. Oh, yes, sir, you are absolutely correct. There is something about that name of Jesus, but not what you think. Now, first, let's go ahead and dispel your first statement in saying that does anyone ever notice that no other belief is ever attacked? Well, sir, you would be incorrect. The reason why you say this is because your worldview of things is so small that the only thing that you see is what happens within Christianity. And that's understandable because your reticular cortex in your mind has a tendency to only notice things that pertain to your worldview or to what's in your lifestyle. It's the same way if you decided that you wanted to all of a sudden get a red Mustang. You go out, you buy the red Mustang. Beforehand, you didn't see many red Mustangs. But after you purchased it, now you see red Mustangs are everywhere. Were those red Mustangs there beforehand? Yes, they were. It's just that your reticular cortex didn't notice it because the red Mustang wasn't pertinent to your life at that moment. So because you are Christian, you are acutely aware of anything that happens within the Christian realm. So for you, all you would see is people who are attacking Christianity. You would not notice all the people who attack the other Abrahamic religions, which I do also talk about those, but not to the same extent. But because, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But you wouldn't notice those. You wouldn't notice the ones that attack Buddhism. You wouldn't notice the ones that attack Hinduism or African ancestry. You wouldn't notice the attacks that are waged upon those religions as well, and they're not necessarily attacks as much as they are deconstructionists who are looking to give you the truth concerning those religions, whether it's historical or through whatever scriptural writings that any of those religions have. The reason why when you hear my videos I talk about Christianity more than others is because that is what I was raised in. I was raised in a Christian household. I was raised in a Christian town. I was raised in a predominantly Christian country. So therefore, my upbringing was more geared towards Christianity. So therefore, my deconstruction would be more geared towards Christianity. If you wanted to hear more things, you wanted to hear more deconstruction concerning other religions, then I would implore you to go out there and do a simple Google search or a simple YouTube search or TikTok search, whichever kind of search you need to do on any platform, and you will find plenty of other religions being attacked. So if that is your basis of power or something being absolute within the name of Jesus, then you would have to agree that there must be there's absolutely something in the name of Allah, in the name of Brahman, in the name of Oshun, in the name of everybody else, Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, or Lao Tzu, the Tao. You would have to say there's something about that name, Lao Tzu, that so many people attack it. Something about that name, Muhammad or Allah, that so many people attack it. In your refrain, there must be something about that name, Lucifer, Satan, Beelzebub, Samhain, any other name that you may want to give to an evil entity, because they're talking about it. But there's actually absolutely nothing about the power of the name Jesus, as I discussed in a previous video. First of all, you're calling out a name that doesn't even translate to Jesus. If you was actually going by the Bible, then first of all, they said to name him Emmanuel, but y'all have doctrinally changed that just to mean that God is with us and turned into more of a literal thing, that God is with us, not his actual name, even though it was very literal in saying to name him Emmanuel, but y'all went with Yeshua or Yehoshua, which translates to Joshua. So Joshua, in no way, shape, or form in the Greek or in American English or British English translate to the name of Jesus. So the name of Jesus actually has zero power. You should be calling on the name of Joseph or Joshua. is the name that you should be calling on, not Jesus. The Greeks called him Isus. And then later on it was Ius. If you find an authorized King James version, it doesn't say Jesus, it says Ius. No, it says Isus, I believe. It's one or the other, flip-flop. But it does not say Jesus. It is not until later translations that it becomes the name Jesus after the J was created in the 1600s, is when you get your Jesus. So take out your J, put an I right there. It was Isus in the authorized King James version. And any other Bible before that, unless you're looking at a Greek, like in a Septuagint, where it's Ius. And I know I couldn't remember how it went a few seconds ago, but that's actually how it goes. So there's absolutely no power in the name of Jesus, since if that person was someone who actually did live, that would not have been the name. And if you can't call out the right name, then I don't know what you're going to say. So let me even stop. I'm not even going to say it. I know what you're going to say. It doesn't matter if the name is right. He knows my heart. He knows what I'm saying. It's kind of like I told a gentleman yesterday when he said, well, you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. I know what you said. If you said that these were the parameters in order to receive something from you, but then there were additional parameters that you didn't tell me about, then how would you ever hear me, or how would I receive or be able to reciprocate to you the right type of personality or actions in order to receive to that to which you was talking about? But, sir, you calling on Jesus, but Joshua is saying, he ain't talking to me. I don't know who he talking to. Oh, he talking about Zeus. Right. Because actually, Jesus, Isus, actually means the saving Zeus. The saving Zeus. So if that's who you're really calling, well, that's actually who you're really calling. So before you say that, get down into the etymology of your own words instead of listening to the doctrine that have been changed over and over again. And then one more time, sir. Every religion that has been used to control people is being deconstructed. As we go through this transitional age of coming into the age of Aquarius, you will see more and more deconstruction of the doctrines and the religions that for generations, for over 2,000 years, people have consistently followed. We're entering another stage of the great year, where the minds will open, where the minds will walk away from the fallacies of those ancient dead people who was writing about other dead people. But if you want to hold on, you're more than welcome. You came to my page. I don't know why. You're not my audience. But evidently you're looking for something. Evidently there's a problem that you're having, but you're trying to force yourself to maintain and be steadfast in the conditioning and the indoctrination to which you receive either from childbirth or through some stressful situation. You've taken every experience that you have had in life and you have pushed it towards that indoctrination instead of recognizing that there could be other options. Because the same experiences that you have had, so has the Hindu, so has the Muslim, so has the Ifa, so has every other religious person who have something that they believe to be extraordinary happen to them, and they call upon the name of their God and give all the credit to their God, not realizing that the law of cause and effect, that they most likely are just the causation of somebody else's effect or some natural effect. And there are certain things that we call supernatural that are not supernatural. It's just a level of the natural world that we have yet to fully understand. So once you open your eyes and you're able to see that and realize the infinite possibilities of your mind and your creation and your power, then maybe you will let go of the cage that they have put you in and realize that by letting go of the controls that they have, you then begin to take control of your true self and elevate yourself to your true status as a spiritual, divine, indestructible being. And then you will grow and become greater within your life beyond anything you ever perceived before. Try that.